if you're watching this video, then you're probably a young guy who's in self-improvement and you really want to take your life to the next level and improve in every aspect of your life, whether that's physique, like health, money, relationships, everything, right? Everything that we can think of, religion as well, right? And inevitably, if you stay on self-improvement for long enough, you're gonna become like the top 1% in your age group, because realistically 99% of people do not care about their life, and even if they do, they can barely do anything with that TikTok brain of theirs, right? Especially for the young guys that I'm talking to right now, all the teenagers. Like if you can if you can freaking somehow stay on self-improvement, even if it's just for a year, you can really transform your life, and you can easily dominate everyone else in your age group. Because bro, I'm seeing the competition that you have right now, and it's horrendous. There's no competition. This is exactly how I changed my life, and now how I believe I dominate everyone else in my age group. I'm 19, by the way. I just turned 19. I'm not even trying to be egotistical, but when I look at everyone else my age, it's like, bro, come on. Like, and just keep this in perspective. Like a year or two ago, I was that skinny fat kid who like barely exercised. Like maybe I'd exercise once or twice a week, and then it'd come like the phases where I would exercise for a month and two, and then after that I would just leave it for 10 months and just get fatter. I didn't even care about like my future, whether that's financial as well. Like for school, to be honest, I always did good in school, but I still didn't do my best because I just never really tried. Like I'd always just do good enough to get like a high 80s, even though like if I really studied I would get high 90s, right? I was never that kid that really tried anything. I just felt comfortable where I was. I was shy as well. I'd barely know how to talk to people comfortably. Even though, to be fair, everyone else was also awkward, most people at least, right? But you can tell like I wasn't like the 1% of my age group. Like I was just kind of there in the middle, just chilling. But once I started actually going really heavy into self-improvement, applying all the tips and exact protocols that I've been doing for like at least a year now, year and a half now, that's how I turned my life upside down. Honestly, I don't know what happened to me in the last year, but I feel like I just changed so much. Not as in just like, oh, my physique, I just got bigger, or I started making more money. So it's not just all the things that other people can see, but it's also just the way I look at myself, all my limiting beliefs, and my maturity as well. Like I feel like I've gotten so much more mature in the last year, and I feel like such a competent and capable person compared to what I was like a year and a half, 2 years ago, right? But obviously that's what happens between like when you're 17 and 19. I feel like I just 10x my progress speed in the last freaking year. This is gonna be the protocol to dominate everyone else at your age and become the 1% in your age group. And to be honest, the first thing that really changed everything in my life is when I started to take my religion more seriously. Like when I was younger, like because I'm a Muslim, right? So we have to pray 5 times a day. Like I would not pray the 5 times a day. I would not even pray once. Maybe like it'd be a miracle if I prayed once a day, right? I just never took anything seriously. So like yeah, I just kind of lived a pointless life, just living just for the temporary fun. I never really thought about my purpose in life and the bigger meaning of like why I'm living this life, why I'm even alive, right? But when I started to take my religion more seriously, started to learn more about it, even though I'm a Muslim, right? But I realized those are many things that I didn't even know. And I started praying, I started fasting right in Ramadan. So when all of that happened, I gained so much more motivation and discipline because I knew my purpose in life. I knew that if I did the right things and I worked hard for myself, then God would help me, and then later I can help other people in the world. If you have no purpose in life, then there's really there's no meaning to whatever you do in your life. Like if you're just living out just because, yeah, I'll just live and then I'll die when I'm 70, 80 years old. Right? Then what are you living for? You might as well just die now, because none of it is going to mean anything. But once you know like that you can help the world and you can become a man of God, then it gives you such a big purpose in life that it just fills you with so much more fire to actually do good for yourself and for others as well. Because like without that purpose, I would have never gone to the gym like that seriously. I would have never, um, took care of my health. Because yeah, let's say I was just doing it for girls, right? Let's say I was like, oh, just to look attractive. At some point, I'm gonna get attractive, and then what? Then after that, it's like done. Oh, I already look nice. Then what's the point now? So you finish your whole purpose when you're like 25. So what's the point then? But if you have a purpose that's related to religion and serving God and pleasing God, then it just never ends until the day you die. You're gonna what's it called? You're gonna be so fired up to complete your purpose. Yeah, once I started to actually take my religion seriously, everything else, every other aspect in my self improvement improved immediately. I'm not even joking, immediately. And then the moments, the phases where I would slack off on my religion, everything else slacked off. I'm not even joking. Like, and then at some point I was like, okay, so what am I doing? At this point, like it just wouldn't make sense for me to leave my religion. I'm lazy to pray. Oh, I'm too tired. It's a burden, right? And then that's your whole life falls apart. But if you've never been on religion, then you don't know how good your life can become once you're on, once you're religious, once you actually search for God and for the true message of why you're actually on this earth, right? The next thing that really helped me in my self improvement and everything else in my life is going to the gym. Like, you guys probably heard it all the time, but honestly, the gym is the easiest thing to do when it comes to self improvement, because like everyone does it, especially young kids nowadays. Like I see a lot of kids in the gym, right? But yeah, actually, just going to the gym builds so much discipline that you can use in everything else in your life. Like if I wasn't the person that would go 5 times, 6 times a week to the gym, then I would never be good at learning other skills, reading books, trying to learn more about how to make money, this recording this YouTube video. I would not record this YouTube video. I would not have the discipline to record this YouTube video and keep uploading like every week since January, right? I would not have that discipline to upload for 6 months, 7 months straight. So once you start going to the gym and actually building up the habit of going there, and then you start going 5 times a week, 6 times a week, and then on top of that you take care of your diet as well, it's gonna transform your physique. First of all, the way your brain operates because of your diet and because you're exercising, you're gonna be so much better at anything in your life that requires actual brain IQ, right? So when it comes to school, business, whatever you guys are doing, work, right? And but when your physique changes, the way you think about yourself changes as well. Because most of you right now, and probably even kind of myself, right? Unless you get to the top tier type of guy, you can never really view yourself as that Chad, that guy, right? But once you can prove to yourself, like physically, like you can see the results, you can see the progress. You're like, okay, hold up, the physiques are not just for the guys on Instagram Reels. I can make the exact same things because you're both human, right? So it's like, oh, hold up. So this whole time, I'm liking the videos of the guys that are getting jacked and have a good physique, but I just sat at home just eating chips and getting fat. Like, so what? You just had no respect for yourself. After that, you're like, hold up, I'm never gonna stop going. I'm never gonna quit the gym then, because I respect myself too much now. Because I know how much progress I can make, and honestly, it doesn't even take that long. Like, well, I've been going to the gym for a whole year straight, and again, it built me so much discipline. The fact that I've been going to the gym for a year straight, minimum a year straight, like, and what I'm saying is like 5 times a week for a year straight. There's like maybe 3 or 4 weeks where I went less than 5 times a week. I've gained like 15 pounds of muscle in a year, bro. My bench went from like 35s on each side to I bench 2 plates now. You think it's impossible, but once you actually take care of your diet and actually go to the gym and keep increasing the intensity and the weight, bro, you can actually make so much progress that even I can't believe it. I'm just like, I just do it, I just lift it, but it's like, I don't know how it's happening. Like, yeah, yesterday I hit 4 reps on 2 plates on benching, and I was lifting it. I was like, wait, but how am I doing? I don't, like, half the time I don't know how I'm doing it. It just goes up. I'm like, well, maybe someone's feeding me steroids or something, but I don't know how fast you can make this progress. But it just shows you that you've just been lazy. You never respected yourself. You never took care of yourself. So once you start doing that, you're like, hold up, like this is actually just a cheat code to life. And once you start taking care of your diet, not as in just getting enough protein for the gym, which is obviously you should be doing that, right? But also just actually eating healthy food, no processed. You're gonna make me swear on this video. No processed stuff. Like I see what like little kids be eating. Like when my little sister, whatever she eats, but I'm like, bro, what are you eating, man? Like the kids. I mean, the stuff people eat, like just in general, like in like North America especially. I don't know how it is with the rest of the world, but the things that I see that are eating is actually like it's actually cancerous. Like I'm working Uber Eats on the side just to make a little bit of cash, right? And bro, the orders that I have to deliver, but it's like, bro, the food is toxic, mate. And yeah, I'm not saying I don't eat like a burger and a pizza. Obviously, I do. But it's like before, it used to be like what every day, every day. Like I would eat something that's processed, something that's deep fried. So I had to start taking on my health, where I would not eat unhealthy for more than 1 day a week. It's like whenever I actually try to get back on eating unhealthy, I feel like I want to puke. Like it does not feel good. It does not feel enjoyable. You don't realize how much the food you eat affects you physically, but also mentally, because when you eat all that like cancerous stuff, you literally get mind fog. You cannot even focus on whatever you do. Like this is why you guys have phone addiction, because you can't even focus on the homework you're doing or the task you're doing at work, or if you're trying to start a business. How are you gonna do any of that when you're functioning at 40% potential of your brain? This is a big one as well, because most people, especially younger people, actually people in general, they do not care about their health. And like 99% of people, I bet you 99% of people in the whole world eat one thing that's processed per day. And then the next thing that I did to even dominate my age group even more is improving my productivity. So whether that's for school, and now it's for university, right? It's kind of the same thing. Or it can be for business, or it can be for the guys that have like an actual job, and like an office job, and they have to do actual tasks, whatever, right? The biggest thing that improved my productivity is doing my most difficult task first thing in the morning. I'm saying like you wake up, you shower, you pray, whatever, right? Even if you want to meditate, if you want to journal, but like your whole routine should not take more than 30 minutes. You do that, and then you do the task right away. And if you have school at 8 a.m. in the morning, 10 a.m. in the morning, you wake up early. Wake up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., do the task. Spend at least half an hour, 1 hour on the most difficult task of the day. And the day before, right, the night before, you have to think about what the task is. You don't want to wake up in the morning and spend 20 minutes, what should I be doing, right? But like if you already just discipline yourself and keep yourself accountable, like, no, this is what I'm doing tomorrow, then you're like, when you wake up, you're like, oh, this, I have to do it, right? And it's not gonna feel good, right? But once you actually finish it, even if you don't do anything else, even if the rest of your day was complete laziness, literally nothing completed, at least you're proud that you did the most ROI thing, right? So like my most important task for today was to actually record this video. And to be fair, I did also eat before I came, so I said, oh, don't do anything before you do the task. Okay, I did eat. Yeah. But I literally ate, I showered, and I came straight away. And trust me, once I finish this YouTube video, I'm going to feel so much better about the rest of my day, knowing that I did the thing that I really wanted to do the most. So once you do that, your productivity will literally skyrocket. And this is something that I learned from the YouTuber Hamza. It's called Eat the Frog, and that's exactly what it is. So eat the frog means like just do the unpleasant thing first. So do the most difficult task first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning. You'll have the least interruptions, least distractions, least urges to scroll on social media, right? You're not going to do it end of the day when you're tired, whatever. You need to get food, you need to do this, whatever, right? You have to do this, and this. Your mom's calling you. You're not going to do it, brother. And for the young guys as well, you also want to start thinking about how you can start learning how to make money, whether that's online or with your, the dream career that you want to get into, if that's something academic. So what you actually want to start doing is learning the most important skills that you need to have to actually make the money. So let's say you want to start an online business, right? And you want to start, being a YouTuber or whatever, content creator. So your most important skill is learning how to actually speak to a camera and make engaging stories. So then you want to learn that skill by actually making the videos. And then on top of that, what you can do is watch videos that teach you how to be a better YouTuber. You imitate YouTubers that you like to watch, right? In the niche that you want to make your videos in. And you can even read books on how to be better at storytelling. So it's all about practice. And you shouldn't right away think about how to make money. Because right now I'm not focused on making money with YouTube because I know I'm not good enough or not good enough to make money yet. So my priority right now with YouTube is just uploading weekly and try to make every week a better video. Because at some point when you have 100 repetitions, 200 repetitions, then you're going to become so much more capable and you have much more of a developed skill that can help you make money. Once I'm good at storytelling, once I'm good at how to make a video, then I can easily monetize this. Like, I don't have to try as much to monetize it because I know I'm capable. So stop really focusing about the money. If you want to make side money, then just get a part-time job, get a full-time job, do Uber Eats, get a retail job, because that literally doesn't require skill. That's why you can make that money. But something that requires skill, you're not capable enough to do that, to get money from that business yet, because you don't have the skill. You're not born with the skill. If you want to get a sales job and you want to become a salesperson, then you learn how to sell. You just call people and sell them, right? There's so many books on how to sell as well, so many videos, so many people that talk about selling, so many courses, so many seminars. So it's not like you don't have the resources. You just need to put time in, and it takes months and years. You have to realize that people that are dominating their industry have been in the industry for 10, 20 years. Do not expect to dominate your industry in a year. But the fact is, you can make so much progress that you're the best in your age group right now. Because if you're a bunch of 16-year-olds, then no 16-year-old is going to be so exceptionally good at selling. Unless, it's going to be a very, very, very rare outlier. And then the last thing that I focused on was improving my social relationships and my social skills. Because like I told you, I was an awkward kid that it just felt really awkward talking to people, even if it was just a casual conversation, literally no stress at all. I just, out of no reason, my freaking heartbeat will go up, and I'll be so awkward trying to think about, what am I gonna say, or I don't know what to say. And honestly, it just, like everything else, you just need practice. If you don't talk to that many people, you're not gonna be good at talking. Which it sounds sad, man. It's so sad that you can't even communicate with other humans, bro. Like every same species. But it just shows you how bad the social media pandemic is, and how it's literally ruining people's social skills and making them subhuman. So honestly, the biggest thing that actually improved my social skills is practice. So what I started doing is exactly what I preach you guys. I do the exact same things that I preach you. So what I did is start talking to two new people a day, and it can literally just be one word. Good morning, hi, how's it going? In the gym, you're looking big, bro. In the class, do you have a pencil, or do you know what he's talking about, or when's our test? In the gym, you can be like, when does the gym close? Can you spot me? That was a good set, man. Bro, after a while it just becomes so easy, and you want to do it. You actually want to do it as well. You like doing it because it makes you feel more confident. And you're making other people feel nice too, especially if you're complimenting them as well, right? Learn also how to smile to people. You don't have to keep that tough persona wherever you go. Bro, you don't have to act uncrackable, freaking untouchable. You're not vulnerable if you smile. You're not showing weakness if you smile. You're showing that you're confident and you don't care what other people think, and you don't have to try to intimidate anyone because you know your self-worth. Now, bro, I'm at the point where I've done this exact practice so much that at university, I've only done 2 semesters. I've only finished my first year in university, and I can bet you I have 100 people at university that I can stop in the middle of the hallway, middle of the campus, and just say hi to. And obviously I'm not close to all of them. I'm not close to most of them. but I can have a 2 minute conversation with any of them. And if you have that receptive kind of a vibe to you, if you're just smiling, you have open body language, people will come to you as well. It's not just, oh, you're just trying to make friends and you're looking desperate. And once you do that, you're giving yourself a higher probability of actually making better friends. And once you make the better friends, they'll literally help you with your self-improvement as well. Imagine having 5 guys, like three dudes, 4 dudes, 5 dudes that are all doing the same protocol. They're all going to the gym. They're all eating healthy. They're all trying to learn how to make money. They're all doing good in school or university. Like, bro, they're unstoppable. Cause, bro, once you slack, you have 4 other guys telling you that you're being a pussy. Like, get back to work. Come to the gym right now. We're waiting for you in the gym right now. It happened to me last week as well. Like, I was doing dumbbell rows, right? And I was doing it on a 40-pound dumbbells, right? And then this friend that I have in the gym, he's a massive guy, right? He was like, "Yo, why are you lifting 40 pounds?" I'm like, "Nah, like it's kind of heavy, you know." And then he's like, "No, do 70." I'm like, "What do you mean 70? At least let me do 50." And then I did 70, and then I actually like I still did it. It was still like 2-3 reps in reserve. Then I was like, "Yo, hold up." So if you never told me, I would have been stuck on that 40 for how long, right? And I don't even do dumbbell rows like that, right? But still, the fact that I could have gained put so much more tension and fatigue on my muscles in those 3 sets. But because I was like, nah, 40 pounds, it was kind of comfortable, but it was a little bit heavy. But I literally did the 70 pounds, and it was not that bad. This is just a small example, but it shows you, like, if you have other people that keep you accountable, it'll speed up your self-improvement by miles. You cannot be playing that one versus the world mode. Why are you just fighting the whole world? Don't try to play that villain freaking story. But yeah, this is exactly how I turned my life upside down in 1 whole year. Now I literally go to the gym basically every day. I literally meal prep for the whole 7 days of the week. Like, I know what I'm gonna be eating for the next week. My breakfast is the same, my dinner is the same, my lunch is the meal prep, the same thing. The whole week I'll have the same meal. I'm making progress with my skills. I'm learning how to make YouTube videos. I'm learning how to, create content, and I'm getting myself out there on platforms, and one day hopefully this channel it's gonna get more engagement, and I'm gonna make better content, and I'm gonna improve so many other people's lives as well. I know I'm gonna know so many more people. I'm gonna become more confident and socially receptive as well. All of that happened in 1 year, and I still know there's so much progress to be made. But I know I just have to stay on this mode and just keep doing it for so much longer. So if I can do that in a year, then you can do it as well. You might take less time than me. You might take more time than me to make the same amount of progress. But progress is progress, and it's gonna be more progress than you're doing right now. So I want you to actually follow this guide, and you just see the results for yourself. And one day, you're going to start dominating, or you're going to feel like you're dominating everyone else around you. You're going to feel like that alpha around everyone else in your group. So make sure you take action, and make sure to watch this video right here as well.